Hi, I'm Lena, and I am the founder and president of Forever Healed. We are a nonprofit organization whose mission is to help those who are suffering from pain due to a loss of any kind. We want to help them restore, recover, and reclaim their lives. I'm also an advanced grief recovery method specialist. I am a senior leader in corporate America, and my background, education, and training is in crisis human services, and grief. So, tonight I want to talk about hurtful or unhelpful comments made to a griever. Now, some of us may have said some of these things. I know I have in the past. So, we're going to talk about some hurtful or unhelpful comments made to a griever because we all know that well-meaning coworkers, family, our friends can say things that are not helpful during our time of loss. As a matter of fact, some things that are said can be extremely hurtful or painful. So we're going to unpack just a couple of them. And dealing with grievers over the past, goodness, 6 or 7 years, one thing that has resonated with me or one comment that's commonly shared is that they get tired of people saying that they know how they feel, right? So we tend to tell a griever, I know how you feel. And while I understand why we say that, we truly don't know how they feel. And I just want to explain this a little more to you, why or how we don't know how they feel. All relationships are unique and individual. So all loss is going to be unique and individual. So it depends on the relationship that individual had with who or what was lost. So you could have siblings who have had a similar loss. They may have lost a parent, but it depends on the relationship that they have with that parent. It's how they would grieve. So while yes, they all lost their parent, they still don't know how each one feels because they had different relationships with that parent. So we truly don't know how people feel. Yeah, I understand we can relate, we can empathize, but we don't know how they feel. The second thing that we say, believe it or not, to mothers who have lost, children or, fathers who have lost a child, especially early on, like in a pregnancy or, if the child was young and people will say, well, at least you can have another one. Well, guess what? The parents wanted that child. They are not looking to replace that loss, nor can they, right? They can't replace that child. So while again, it may be true that they may be young enough or healthy enough, to have another child, the truth is they wanted that one, right? They had dreams about that child. They may have named that child. Again, the child, may have been born and died, early. So they still have those memories and that connection with that child, that bond, with that child. So they aren't looking to replace that child. And then time heals all wounds. We have heard it, we have said it, but time in and of itself does not heal. It's what we actually do within that time. So if we're not taking steps to effectively grieve within that time is not going to heal it. Yeah, you may feel better in time. You may suppress it, right? Um, but time in and of itself doesn't heal. It's what you're doing within that time that's going to heal. So, are you taking grief recovery classes? Are you going to a counselor? Are you talking to your friends? How are you? Are you journaling? How are you coping with that particular loss? So, what can we say? There are some things that we can say. So we can say, I can't imagine how you must feel, right? So because we can, we can also ask them to tell us what happened. Why do we do this? Because it gives them an outlet to express, right? We truly want to know. And when you say that, please be willing to listen, right? So tell me what happened. And then allow them to speak freely about how they feel without interrupting them, without analyzing them, without criticizing them, and without comparing losses. And then you can also say things like, oh, that must be devastating. How are you coping with that? Again, you want to give them the opportunity to express how they feel, because grievers pretty much want to find the words to say, right? They want to say the words out loud, and they want to know that the words have been heard. So, really listening is key. So, we're going to stop saying the hurtful comments, to a griever, and we're going to be hearts with ears and listen to them. So if you or someone is grieving, or they're feeling stuck in their grief, please have them reach out to us for a free consultation at www.foreverheal.com. They can reach us by phone at 804-684-1113. We offer one-to-one grief recovery classes. We can do them virtually or face-to-face. We have group sessions. And we also have a course that we designed for corporate America. And it helps employers and coworkers and leaders understand, grief, the different types of grief, even grief within different cultures. So what can we do, outside of EAP, right? Before EAP, during EAP, after EAP, to make sure that we're not, causing additional pain to our associates. I want you guys to continue to walk in your healing. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.